it's Graham here, Black 73 Cat. Hope you're all well, guys, and welcome back after another very long absence from making videos. I could make excuses and apologise and promise that it will be sorted and stuff. I hope it will be sorted. I hope I will get back to making regular videos. That's the plan. More of that in a minute. But do I sit here and apologise for not making any videos after I apologised for not making any videos the last time I made a video, which was about January time? Yeah, you know, I'll try. Keep it going. To be fair, in my defence, there has been a lot of changes. There have been a lot of changes over the last few months. New job, not least of, which has kind of knocked me sideways. Most of you will be aware that I haven't worked for 6.5 years. I've been a full-time stay-at-home dad. Job came out the blue. I was offered the job way back in November of last year, and pretty much had the idea that it was going to be starting straight away, and then was sort of left in limbo for a little while. Say a little while until February when it actually did start, and it's knocked me sideways, to be quite honest. I'm totally out of the work routine for a start. But for the first time ever, I'm actually enjoying a job that I'm doing. I've never had a job where I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I suppose RAF days, mostly. I used to moan a bit, doesn't everybody? But back in the RAF, I really enjoyed that. But since then, I've done jobs that I've had a good time doing, and you know, I've sort of enjoyed, but I've never been totally happy. But now I'm just, yeah, this is brilliant. I'm loving what I'm doing, and it's totally changed my perspective on a lot of things. So a few changes have been made, which some of you will be aware of. I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, things are getting back on track, and all is good. So we're back to doing some proper modelling. So what's been happening modelling wise over the last few months? Well, not a lot really. Things sort of ground to a halt for a while. Mojo sappage and all that kind of stuff. But I'm tying up a couple of loose ends now, and got some exciting, well for me, certainly exciting projects coming up. So I'm not going to bother messing around with the camera because I just want to make this a very quick video. So, mojo sapping, 1/24 scale, a Revel Samba bus. As you will see, it is all blue. The roof is white. Well, it's actually racing white. The original idea was to do the classic VW bus of the splitty with the two-tone paint. So it should have been white at the top, blue underneath. This thing has just sapped my mojo. Absolutely destroyed me. Yeah. It's not been a fun build at all. The interior and the chassis and everything was fine, but the body is just, ugh, it's horrible, absolutely horrible. I painted it blue and white, totally messed up the gloss coat. Decided I was going to gloss it with aqua gloss, and I couldn't resist giving it one last wet coat, and I just got loads of runs, massive sags all around here. Some of which, if I'm honest, are still a little bit visible despite the fact that I've sanded it all back. Repainted it, and you know what, I had to paint the whole bottom half again, and I just could not be bothered to mask it all off once more. So I masked the roof off, and it's all blue. It's for my little lad. It's going in his room. He'll be happy. He loves blue. In all honesty, when I originally said I was going to do it blue and racing white, he said he wanted it all blue. So you know, he's going to be happy. It's just not going to look as authentic as I wanted it to look, but it will get it off my bench a bit quicker. I'll still got the bumpers and a few of the other ancillaries are all painted up. They're already in racing white, so it will still have some sort of colour coordinated parts on it. And I'll paint the tonneau cover on the roof and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so hoping today, it's Saturday today, 27th of April, if you're interested. I'm going to get the underside painted blue today, get the bright work done, all the chrome, and hopefully get this wrapped up and finished by the weekend. I want it out off my bench and on my little lad's wall. To be honest, it's one of those kits that I would, if it hadn't been for my little lad, and it was a gift as well, which you know, I wanted to make sure I finished it because you know, it was a gift to me to build for him. So I wanted to make sure that I saw that through. But if it had just been something that I bought for myself and had to go at, it would have been gone, long gone. It would have been in the bin, because that thing is horrible. Yeah, it's just silly that the body. You know, normally when you build a car, you build the body and you build the chassis and then you plop the two together. Not that thing. You have to like build the body up around the chassis. And so do you paint it first and then build it up and hope you don't get any glue marks, which actually I've seen a couple of people do. John Hebbins, Shadowland Scale Models, he did a great job on his, where he painted it first and then built it back up. But I was a bit too nervous of doing that. I didn't really fancy having the risk of ruining it. In hindsight, which is a wonderful thing, I wish I'd done that now. But I opted to build it up, mask the windows off, and paint it that way. And of course, it's had that much paint and stuff over it now that I'm not sure what I'm going to find when I take the masking tape off. Oh dear. But yeah, I'll be glad to see the back of that. So that's the Samba bus, almost finished, almost. The other thing which I started building is a bit of a mojo build. I wanted to get back to doing aircraft, and I've never built a Tamiya aircraft. I've built Tamiya cars and some old Tamiya armour, but I've never built a Tamiya aircraft, and I've heard they're really good. I bought this, where is it? I bought this lovely Tamiya F-16 a while back off my very good friend Mr. Dan Cook. And it's been sat there looking at me, and I really wanted to have a go at it, so that became my mojo build. To be honest, I probably haven't done it justice. It's almost ready for decals, just a few little touch-ups to do. Tail needs painting red. I'm doing it in the what's it called, is it ridgebacks or hogsbacks or something? The red pigs, the red wild boars painted on the back. I can't remember. I've got some aftermarket decals for it as well. But yeah, I mean, it's come together okay. I've painted this with Mr. Colour. It's primed with Mr. Surfacer. For the first time I've used Mr. Surfacer. I love that stuff. God, it's amazing. I primed it in the 1500 black. That's just awesome stuff. Sprays like a dream. And I've actually painted this with Mr. Colour. It's the first time I've painted Mr. Colour. And again, just amazing. I reckon I'm a lacquer convert. In fact, I've just bought some MRPs to try, because I've loved painting these. It's just been a joy to paint. No tip dry or anything. Spraying lacquers is just amazing. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's almost done. I'll get some touch-ups done on that later on. There's a couple of little bits I've missed down here, and I missed one of the rocket pods. I think it was one of the rocket pods I need to paint as well. But yeah, it's come on okay. I'm quite pleased with it. It's not a perfect build at all. There are seam lines here, there, and everywhere. A couple of glue marks, super glue marks from where I put the pylons on and stuff. But it's a mojo build. I just want it built and out the door. I mean, I've even used like the decal seat belts in the cockpit. It is just, but it's worked. It's got me back into building aircraft, which is what it was intended to do. Now then, I'll come on to what I'm about to build in a minute. I've made a few purchases recently, which is really exciting. A couple of things I've let go. My Badger Sotar, which I bought about a year ago. Now, when I upgraded from my beginner brush of the Neon for Iwata, notice I didn't say Neon, Neo for Iwata, notice I didn't say Iwata Neo, I bought Mr. Hobby Pro Comboy Platinum, the 0.2 one. Loved that airbrush, really loved it. But then I bought an Apex from UMP, and that's a really decent airbrush. It does pretty much everything. And I found that I was using the Apex for more or less everything, and only using the Procon for really fine stuff. And then there was all this like hoo-ha and hype about the Badger Sotar. So foolishly, I sold my Procon boy at a massive loss to fund my Badger Sotar. The Sotar is a fantastic airbrush. It's brilliant, but it's a bit of a one-trick pony. It's for fine, super fine detail, or it's for nothing. That's all it does. And I started to find that I was getting a bit of a gap between what the Sotar was capable of and what the Apex was capable of. There was just this little sort of not ultra fine, but not quite so fine that that neither could sort of cover. At least not sort of conveniently. And I found also that I was hardly ever using the Sotar. All I was really using it for was post shading and fading and stuff. So I decided to sell it, and that's gone. That's sold last week. And in replacement to replace it, I've gone and bought the airbrush that I originally sold to buy the Sotar. I've gone and bought another 0.2 Procon Platinum. I love this airbrush. It was such a beautiful thing. It's a pleasure to use. It's a good looking machine. And I was actually looking at the Iwata HPC Plus, which is about, well, I got this as a very, very good price from MJR Hobbies. And it was going to be about an extra 60 or 70 quid to get an Iwata HPC. You just got to do a bit of Googling to find that these are allegedly and almost certainly manufactured in the same factory as the Iwata airbrushes. It's all Iwata parts inside. The tip, the barrel and everything, it's all Iwata. And you know, by all accounts, they're made in the same factory. I love this airbrush. It was going to cost me a lot less money. It's a 0.2 as opposed to a 0.3, which is fine because, like I say, I'm drifting more towards lacquers now. And I've still got the apex for, you know, for anything sort of more meaty. So I went and took the plunge and bought another Procon Platinum. This is the PS270. Lovely airbrush. So glad to have it back. And I used that for the first time. It came Thursday, I think, and I used it on Thursday night to paint the dark grey on the top of the F16. Oh, it's just beautiful. Just such a pleasure to use. It was really nice. I wanted to, because the pattern at the front where the dark grey meets the light, it's just soft edge. So I wanted to do it obviously freehand. Whereas in the past I would have had to switch to the Sotar to do that really effectively, all I did was just turn the pressure down and just cut it in. It's just beautiful. Such a lovely thing to use. So yeah, I've had the lovely new airbrush, which is great. Like I say, a couple of bottles of MRP paint to try. What else have I bought? Well, I can kill two birds with one stone here. One thing I bought, it's been much joked about that I'm not really very knowledgeable when it comes to Star Wars. I've watched most of the films, but I watch them as a film. I don't really understand all the story and the politics and all that kind of stuff about it. Not because I'm not capable of understanding it, I've just never really tried to. It's just, I've just watched it for the pew-pews and the boom-booms. So I don't really know who's what and what spaceships are called and all that kind of stuff. But I've started learning gradually through osmosis. And a few weeks ago, my very good friend Dan was talking about Star Wars, and he just got me thinking about it. And I said, right, I'm going to go watch a Star Wars movie. Which one should I watch? And he said, watch Empire Strikes Back. It's the best. And I haven't watched that since I was a kid. I reckon it must be at least 30 years since I've seen that film. So I've pretty much forgotten everything that went on in it, because like I said, I just watched it as a film. I didn't really pay much attention back then. So I watched it again on my own, totally absorbed in it, and I absolutely loved it. And one thing that really stood out for me was the snow speeders. I thought, God, they're cool as out. So I've never built a Bandai kit before. I've never built a sci-fi kit before. And snow speeders are cool. So I went and bought a snow speeder. Now that Revel are importing these into the UK. So I picked this up pretty cheap, 30 quid, 25 quid, something like that, I don't know. It's still sealed. I haven't even opened the box yet. I'm tempted to do a bit of a video build on it. I've always wanted to do a video build, as I think I've mentioned plenty of times before. I know it's going to be a Mojo Sapper, but it's a nice simple kit. I've watched these being built as the Bandai kits go. They just snap together, which is great. So I'm tempted to do a proper build series thing. You know, open the box, do a bit of an in-box review type thing, and then do a build on it. I know it's not going to take many episodes because they're nice and easy to build. I might even put some lighting in it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's a possibility. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that now. And yeah, snow speeders are cool. Did I mention that? Now the other thing that I well, I didn't buy it, but I did receive it from the guys in the birthday pool. Oh, excuse me, because this is really heavy. A few months ago I watched a documentary about the de Havilland mosquito. Didn't know much about the mosquito before, but I watched this documentary and it explained about all the different roles it played and how vital it was through the war. It was a massively important aircraft, and it's blooming gorgeous to look at as well. And I mentioned this to a couple of guys, and so when it came down to my turn to be in the birthday pool, this is what I got. It's the 1/24 scale Airfix Mosquito, which I'm reliably informed is an absolutely amazing kit. I will be doing it in the, that way, I will be doing it in the Coastal Command, which is I think the second from the top on that list. Yeah, the grey top, white bottom. It's not white, it's that sky, I think. Yeah, the sky greeny colour that's on the bottom of the Spitfires. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be building. I'm not going to do a build series on it as such, I don't think, but what I probably will do, or what I'm hoping to do, is like regular updates. So because it's obviously going to be a long build, it's going to take forever. I've got loads of aftermarket in there as well. I've got like Montex mast set, I've got a Yahoo cockpit, I've got some resin wheels for it, master barrels. I've got I've got a load of aftermarket that came with it, and I'm going to get stuck into it. I was going to hold off until later in the year before I started it, because I'm going to Flying Legends in Duxford in July with Dan, but I wanted to sort of have a look around the one they've got in the museum there. I was at Cosford for the model show the other week, had a bit of a look around that one, but it's hard to get to when it's surrounded by modelling stalls and stuff. So I was going to hold off, but it's just calling me. I want to do it, so I'm going to make a start on it. It's probably going to be a long project, and it's probably going to have to be done in stages. It could go one or two ways. It'll either suck me in completely and I'll just plough through it and just totally focus on it, or I'll find it a bit heavy going and I'll just need to back off here and there and just do something else for a little while and come back to it. I've got plenty to do. Like I said, I've got the Bandai to the Snowspeeder to build, and I've also got sitting up there the SU-33, the flanker, which I was bought for my last birthday last year, which is almost built. It's all pretty much there. It just needs painting really and final assembly. What put me off, I messed up on the seam at the front on the nose, and I've had to fill it quite heavily and sand it back, and I've lost quite a bit of detail. And I've just been a bit scared to re-scribe and re-rivet it, but I've got some RB Productions riveters on the way. Well, I will have when I put the order in. Some new, the mini RB Productions riveters, which are the same wheel as in the Rosies. I've got a full set of those in my basket ready to click order as soon as payday comes. Yeah, so I'm going to get that finished as well, so that'll probably fit in somewhere along the line. So yeah, all's good, all exciting, everything's great. Went to Costa Model Show, that was a good day out. Very quiet this year, much quieter than it has been in previous years. That was my third model show at Cosford. Definitely the quietest one of the lot. From a perspective of traders, there were very few traders there. A lot of the traders seemed to have condensed their stalls as well, which was a bit weird. And there just wasn't many people there really. I mean, it was busy, but nowhere near as it was the first two years that I've been down there. So, but yeah, it was still a good day out. You know, met up with a few people, and that was all good. Tomorrow, Sunday the 28th, this is Saturday the 27th today, is Milton Keynes, the Model Craft show, at the new big venue, which is being touted as the biggest single-day model show in Europe. Now, I would love to go down there, but it's a 2-hour drive from here. And quite frankly, it's not payday until next week. So, you know, I could go down for a social, but I'm not sure that it's worth the trek. I think I'll see how it goes, and I might make that, add that to my list of shows for next year, maybe with a bit more planning. Having said that, I might still get up in the morning and think, stuff it, I'm going to Milton Keynes, I don't know. I'm on the fence at the minute. So yeah, that's me just about caught up. Nothing else to report really, everything else is going good. I'm loving the lacquer paints. Yeah, that's about it really. Next time you come back, no you won't, because I'm going, no, because it's not going to be that long, because I'm going to start one of these builds. as soon as that sand bus is off the bench, which is, like I say, that's hopefully going to be gone this weekend. I'm sick of it. That sounds really bad. It's just really one of those mojo sapping things that I just really want to see the back of. And my lad's hounding me for it. So you know, hopefully I can get that nailed away this weekend. Once that's gone and I'm almost finished the F16, I will start either the Bandai or the Mosquito. I don't know which, but I will be back to tell you all about those things. Whether I actually do a build series on the Snowspeeder, I don't know. I'm undecided, but you know, I might not. I'm considering getting some Hobby Zone drawers and stuff to go around here as well. So what I was going to say was the look of the workshop might change a little bit when you come back. But again, I will keep you informed on that. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for putting up with me being absent for quite a long time. And I hope you're all well and happy. And I hope life is good and this kind of thing. And hopefully I'm not making any promises, but I hope to see you very soon with some more modelling on this here modelling channel, which doesn't really see much modelling. It just sees occasional updates of some baldy bloke drinking coffee telling you that he likes doing models. Don't forget to check out Models for Heroes. Keep calm, make models. modelsforheroes.co.uk or Models for Heroes on Facebook. Brilliant charity doing awesome work to help our forces vets cope with any problems and issues that they have. Oh, since I last spoke to you, the Models for Heroes session that I was running unfortunately petered out. I couldn't make it anymore because of work commitments and that kind of stuff, and I was really gutted because I had to drop out of it. But another one started up, and Malcolm asked me to run that one, which is in coordination with Help for Heroes, Band of Brothers, Band of Sisters, and it's down in the south end of Nottingham, and we are just approaching the third session of that one now. It's a monthly one. It's going really well. Got a decent turnout of people. It's brilliant. It's really good to be back helping these guys doing modelling. If you want to help Models for Heroes at all, if you want to volunteer your services, you want to donate any kits or any money, or you want to buy any lovely sexy merch like you can see behind me, and there's like stickers and badges and all kinds of malarkey that you can buy, check out modelsforheroes.co.uk and all of the information that you need will be there. You can find me on Facebook at Black73Cat Scale Models. You can find me on Twitter at Black73Cat. You can find me on Instagram at Black73Cat_models, and I think that's about it. And of course on YouTube where you're watching, so hit the like and subscribe button and know that'll be really fantastic. Yeah, all is good. Hopefully I will speak to you guys very soon, and thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.